I say? She once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. Greetings, music fans. My name is Gavin Stewart, and I'd like to talk to you about Norwegian wood, the way that I play it, which is without a capo. So if you're looking for a note-for-note Beatles rendition of this song, this isn't the video for you. However, if you're curious about how to play the song without a capo, you might find what I have to say of some interest. The song originally was written and recorded in the key of D. Now, why did they move from the key of D up a full step to the key of E? I don't know for sure, but I suspect that it had something to do with the vocal melody, because when you play the song in the key of D, the lowest melody note is an A, which is way down there. You bring it up a full step, B is still low, but not as low as A, just to be a master of the obvious there. The way that I play it is based largely upon the open E chord. And what I'm trying to do initially is to mirror, to echo the vocal melody. And that means you're largely going to try to outline that melody by way of your fourth finger. Initially there. And then this. Now that can be a little choppy, a little sparse. So once I start singing, what I will do is kind of emphasize this idea that this song does have this Mixolydian E-D kind of vibe to it. And so I'll do something like this. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. So what I'm doing there is initially playing the F and the A together, which are notes that come out of the D major chord, and then the second time playing the standard D chord. So it looks and sounds something like this. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. From there we go to the chorus, and what happens is we go from E major to E minor. And what I like to do is play the E minor up at the 7th fret, the E minor bar chord. That also allows us to hit the low E here. To an A, and we can hit the open A there. That works well. Technically, you could also hit the open A, although I think that might make things sound a little bit sloppy. She told me she worked in the morning and started to lie. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. So E minor to A, E minor, and then I prefer to go to A and then B. If you want to do it more like the recording, rather than the A, you could go to an F sharp minor and then the B. Or if you want to be fancier about it, you could try out an F sharp minor 7 and then maybe even a B7. It's still Norwegian wood, regardless of the details of what chords you're putting underneath. You could harmonize the song in different ways, as long as you're singing the words, or someone's singing the words, and you're expressing that melody. The melody is really what makes Norwegian wood, one could argue. Verse, chorus, the only other part that I incorporate here is during the instrumental break, I'll play the vocal melody using octaves. So it goes something like this. And so for the octave, for instance, if we're going from the E at the 7th fret, E, 5th string, and then you can play it either with your pinky or your 3rd finger, you're playing the E, the high E, on the 3rd string, 9th fret. You have to mute the D, mute the 4th string, and in this case, since the song is in the key of E, you can hit your low E throughout this, and that acts as a drone. And of course, Norwegian wood, very Indian influenced, it really makes a lot of emphasis, places a lot of emphasis on that droning E thing, which is a classic Indian thing. So the vocal melody with octaves would be like this. And coming out of that, it can work nicely if you build on that B note. So I don't know how good this version is. I do know that the song itself is beyond good. It's great. So perhaps this was of some use or some interest. I hope it was, and if so, perhaps you could hit like or subscribe. I will be sending out more videos as time and energy permit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking it out. All the best. Take care.